Now in this video I'm going to use the alter table command here to modify my table structure by adding and deleting or dropping columns to my table. So I've done a video on modifying an existing column. Now we're going to go ahead and look at how to add a brand new one to an existing table or dropping one completely from a table. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by typing in describe and then my books table that I'm working with. Describe and then the books table, and we're going to go ahead and hit run just so we can see what we've got here to work with. You can see all the columns that I've got. I'm going to go ahead and add another one. I'm just going to call it sample just so that I know which one I'm working with. So I'm going to add a new column. So to do this I'm going to go ahead and use the alter table command, and then the table is going to be books. So alter table books, and now we're going to use the keyword add, and this is going to allow us to add a brand new column. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in the column name that I want to work with, and I'll just call it sample. That's the column name. I'll go ahead and hit space. Now I get to tell it what kind of data type I want it to be, so I'm just going to say varchar, and let's go ahead and say 10, and I can go ahead and say something like not null or primary key if I wanted to be something similar to that, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and end this now with a semicolon, and we're going to go ahead and run it, and you should see it. There it is. It says table altered. So now if I go ahead and hit describe my books table, it's going to go ahead and show me my new, there it is, column. So this is adding a column to it. Now what if I want to remove it? Well, I'm going to go ahead and use the alter table command again, but for deleting a column I'm going to actually use the keyword drop. And so I'll show you. I'm going to go ahead and type that in right now. I'm going to say alter table, and it's going to be table books, and we're going to go ahead and delete that sample column that I've got. So I'm going to use the keyword drop to allow this to happen. And now some databases may or may not allow you to drop columns or fields from your database, and some of them may require you to type in the keyword column after the word drop. I'm going to go ahead and type in column this time. You may be able to get away without having to type in the keyword column, but I'm going to go ahead and say drop and then column, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit space and name the column that I want to drop. And so I'm going to use sample. That's the one that I want to get rid of. And so if you look here, I've got sample. I'm going to say drop column sample. I'll go ahead and end that with a semicolon from a statement, and I'm going to go ahead and hit run, and it says my table has been altered. So let's go ahead now and run a describe books, and I'll go ahead and hit run, and you're going to see that my table for books no longer has that column. So this has allowed me to just remove and add columns using the alter table, depending if I'm going to use the keyword add or the keyword drop when it comes to making the modification to my table.